We got a great challenge ahead of us tomorrow. This Michigan State team right now, the way they're playing right now, is I think as good as they've played in the last couple of years. After that Nebraska loss, they have been a terrific basketball team. What they've done in the game the other day and before that, it's a really good team. Denzel Valentine at the point guard is a big issue for everybody to deal with. He's a big guard, he can post up, he can see, he's just really good. Forbes is really shooting well. Last 5 games, they're shooting 50% from 3 as a team. And you guys think we can shoot. So it is going to be a great challenge for us. Great rebounding team, you just look at their stats. Got 4 fourth-year players that are really been through it, and a couple, I think 2 or 3 third-year players that have been through it. So it's a big challenge for our guys, but we're going to show up and see what we can do. We are 7-3, so I got to keep reminding myself that we do have 17 wins, but this could be a tough one.
How's Karras looking for Ron?
He practiced yesterday more than he has practiced, so he's going to go more today than he did yesterday, and we'll see what happens.
And just with what happened on Tuesday after that loss, what's the energy been like in practice?
Oh, it's been great. No, it's been great. Our kids have, you said there was a 5-minute window there that was just as bad as we could play, and as good as Indiana could play, and it mushroomed so quickly. Other than that, the game was fairly even. It was just that 5 minutes we were just overwhelmed, and then just run out of the gym in 5 minutes. And I have a lot of recall on things, but things like that, I can't recall anything happening turning that quickly. So we learned about some little things we could change. There's some things we couldn't change. You have shots go in and out, or you miss layups. Those things you couldn't change. There's some effort areas and things like that we will change.
Go ahead, Bill.
How quick is this team to be able to set something like that aside, or is there a hit to the confidence at all, or is it just move forward?
Yeah, there's always those issues that we have to worry about. We have to, we got to get back to where we've been. I thought we really played well against Penn State. We had a lot of confidence there after we had not played well against Rutgers, and so it was. It's important. We played great against Nebraska, so who knows where we are. But we just got to continue to find the right energy every single day to give everything we have, and it's not easy for these young men to do that. And like I said, the depth, you can say anything, the depth is an issue. It's an issue, and that's maybe where some of our issues were on Tuesday night, that we just got tired at the end of the first half, and we didn't have answers.
John Davis, their freshman big man, how much of a challenge does he pose for Donald and Doyle?
Well, I think he's really good. Davis is really good, but the challenge is Costello is the challenge. He passes, he rebounds, he's getting 4 offensive rebounds a game, maybe 5 in the league. Of the last 5 games, getting 5 offensive rebounds a game. So Davis is good, and he's really a quality player. But Costello is the post presence that they've always had, that we have to keep them off the boards, keep them from getting easy shots. They're a great screening team, and Costello sets great screens, and that's how people get open.
Coach, what do you think is the biggest adjustment that you have to make coming into a game against MSU?
The biggest adjustment, they probably execute their offense and their defense as good as anybody in the country, and you gotta match that. You're not gonna get any easy shots, so you better get ready for that. And you're gonna have to guard for 35 seconds the best you ever guarded, or they're gonna get easy shots. They just really execute really well. Some teams are more wide open with what they do. This team has a regiment of they run their stuff just really, really well. And it's not Princeton-like, but you have to take that approach to preparing for it, because here's the play and here's the secondary play that if you cheat it one way, and you got to really get your teams to think what they're thinking and guard it that way. But really well, really well executed, obviously well coached.
Tom spoke earlier this week about going big and going small and kind of letting the game flow kind of dictate which one he rides. I'm assuming that means a 2 big lineup versus not. from what you see on film, what would be the most dramatic difference for you to have to match up with on those changes?
Well, they traditionally have been too big like forever. I mean, they have too big. I think Denzel might have played some four-man when he was first, learning the system up there, but maybe he didn't. I don't know. But we expect them to be too big. I mean, when they go with a smaller forward, it's very different for them. So I don't see that happening for them. We don't have much of a choice.
And with it only being one shot at them this year, and kind of given everything that's going on, with what happened versus Indiana, this being a home game, but being the only time you played Michigan State, is there, I don't know what cliche to use, is it a kind of a gut check situation for this group?
That we go out and work competitive is really important in this game. I mean, it is good. This is a really good team, and like you said, the experience is there's like no comparison experience right now. This is really an experienced team. They've been to Final Fours. They're good. We got nobody that's ever been to a Final Four. We got two guys that played a little bit in an Elite Eight. It's a gut check time for us to just be able to go out there and play the best basketball we can play and believe in ourselves after what happened in the last 5 minutes in the first half.
The idea of that game against Indiana, I mean, now it looks like, I guess, against all the elite teams with the exception of Maryland, you guys have had those stretches.
Mhm.
Is there a common theme through those different stretches in the games or
Yeah,
you're not
yeah.
looking at them that way?
No, that when you're playing the elite teams, you have to play like an elite team. In those stretches, we did not. And that there's a lot of reasons for that. But most importantly, you just can't have stretches in those games that they just put you away, because they may be, in several of those cases, they might be older, they might be taller, they might be quicker. You just gotta find a way during those times to withstand that charge and regroup. And that's really hard for us to do that right now.
Do you think that that's where Karras is missed maybe the most, because he would be one who could either get a basket or settle the team or something?
We're missing him in a lot of areas, obviously, but that is one thing where he can, I don't think we'd call him a shutdown defender, but he knows our defense really well. He'll guard well enough. We got more reserves, so somebody's in red, and maybe those times were usually the end of a half. UConn, SMU, it just went boom. And so we're tired at the end of the half. Why? Because probably people are playing 18 minutes that half instead of 15. They didn't get that break. So there's a lot of things that he could help us in right now, but we don't have him, and that's all we can do. That's all we do.
So do you need someone else to take that role, or is it can you?
Well, yeah, I think we have people willing to take that role. Zach and Derek, we're trying to get him to do more and more of that. But that's, like I said, given his talent, he's a superior talent. And so, he's somebody have to take this role of getting. So at least we have an eighth man out there, and whether it's DJ or Cam, one of those guys. We got to give an opportunity and just see what they can do.
When Karras does come back, what would be a reasonable amount of minutes to see in a first game, or aren't you that far?
It would be very, very minimal, I would think. I can't put a number on that one. I think it would depend on him a lot. And we try, it's 5 weeks, it's 5.5 weeks almost now. So in 5.5 weeks, just when he's out there running and doing some of the drills, you can see he's winded very quickly. So we're gonna make sure we take our time with him. We want him at his best at the end of the season, and we want him at his best after the season as well.
Coach, you've obviously been here for a while, been part of this game for a while. Where would you say the rivalry is, and how much do you enjoy being a part of it?
Well, it's been tremendous. I've always disputed that, because of football's a one-shot deal and that's it. And probably the championship may be riding on that one game. As you remember, when we went to the championship game, they beat us by 100 up there, and we beat them here. But we're in the championship game, and they were almost in the championship game. And the next year we swept them, but then we got to play them the third time, and they beat us. So last year they swept us. It's a great set of games, no matter what it is. There's a tremendous rivalry, I think, between everybody. But I don't think it determines anyone's season like it may be in football.